Hi, ladies. Welcome to Declutter Your Heart, Mind, and Space Challenge. I am Anna G. Dannaoui, founder of American Relaxation Center of Beirut, and I am so happy you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. So, this is a very special day because, first of all, it's the first day of the challenge, but it's January 20th. So, it is Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. And he is actually considered the most important voice of the American civil rights movement. So as you can see, it's a really, really special day. So I'm so happy you're here, and well, let's get started. I'm ready to dive in. Are you? Yeah, let's do this. So today, I wanted to dedicate the day to understanding why we get cluttered in the first place. Because I feel if you can understand some of the things, the reasons why you're doing the things that you do, it helps you heal it a lot faster. So there are three main reasons we get cluttered, and I took notes, so bear with me because I don't want to skip anything. That's really important. The first reason is the no time reason. A lot of busy people use that. Oh, I'd like to do this, but I don't have time. I'd love to meditate, but I don't have time. I'd love to get my closet organized, but I really don't have the time. I'd love to spend more time with family, but we're all just so busy. So, yes, the number one reason that you get cluttered is whatever excuse you happen to be using at the time. The reason number two that we get cluttered is that we're just not ready. We're not ready to let go yet. If it's personal things, like items in your house, maybe you're not ready to let go of them. I'm going to give you some other examples. So you have several unused items in your closet or your drawers or your attic or whatever, and you don't use them. You don't really need them, but you can't part with them just yet. Um, maybe because you're thinking that you're going to be able to use it again in the future, or you might really, really need it, so you're saving it for a rainy day, that kind of thing. Here's another example. This is more an emotional level example. So let's say a past love broke your heart, and you relive this heartbreak. Maybe it's once a day, maybe it's once a week, or a couple times a week, or a couple times a month. It's different for everyone. So why would you choose to relive this pain? You might be asking yourself that question. Why on earth would I think about that and hurt myself again? Uh, well, because it's your pain. It's your pain. So if you let go of the pain, you might forget what this person did. Basically, when you're angry or you're hurting, sometimes you hold on to the hurt and the pain as a way to get back at the other person. But here's the thing, when you're angry or you're hurting and you keep feeling it and living in it, the only person you're hurting is you. That other person, maybe they've moved on. Maybe they're way beyond it and they're not even thinking about it anymore. Or maybe they do think about it and they feel some guilt. The only person you really hurt when you hold on to that is you. Reason number three that you have clutter in your mind or your house is that clutter is contagious. Yes, it's very contagious. Once your home gets cluttered or your mind gets cluttered or vice versa, it just keeps building from there. It's a habit. Once you've begun this clutter epidemic, as I call it, your brain is actually hardwired to continue creating it because we have this really old part of our brain, I believe they call it like the reptilian brain, and its purpose is to keep us safe, and repetition, familiarity keeps you safe. So basically, new things like getting rid of the clutter, it signals danger to that part of our brain, and that's why it doesn't like new stuff initially. It's hard at work to keep things the same to keep you safe. You don't want to come at any of this with an attitude of, I'm going to whip myself into shape. I'm going to beat myself, not beat myself, but you know what I mean? You don't want to come at it with an aggressive, pushy, like, I'm going to take charge of this and I'm going to fix it. I don't know why I'm doing this southern accent. Sometimes I just go there, and I love Southern accents, by the way. It's like telling a 2 or 3-year-old having a tantrum, we're going to sit in the grand ballroom now and you're going to enjoy this 8-course meal quietly in your seat. You're going to wipe your mouth and you're going to be chill. Yeah, right. That really works with a tantruming toddler. No, it doesn't. So first, what you need to do with the clutter, whether it's in your house or in your mind, or you feel it's in your heart, you need to pick one thing at a time, okay? Let me give you an example. Let's say that you have a really messy attic. So your steps might look something like step 1, go up an attic and organize things. So you might sort things into piles, like the shirts might go here, the pants might go here, the old pictures might go here, whatever. So step 1 is go up and sort things. Step 2, put things in boxes. Step 3, bring things downstairs. Step 4, decide what I'm going to let go of and what I'm going to keep. That's an example. Your steps might be different. And it's the same thing for if you tend to have the chaos brain and get overwhelmed. Step 1 would be connect with my breath and my heart. Step 2 would be set an intention for how I want to be. Maybe I want to feel peaceful. Maybe I want to have a clear mind. Step 3, practice this 5 days a week. These are not the best examples, but I hope you see where I'm going with this. First, you need to decide what you want to work on. Come up with 3 to 4 steps to get you to that place to complete your goal. And then you're going to use a lot of love, have a lot of patience, and with repetition, believe it or not, you're going to get there. So the part of you that likes, feels comfortable with the scattered thoughts or the scattered room, you got to kind of look at it like a little kid. These habits that we have that we don't like, often they came about during a traumatic time. Maybe when you're 3 or 4. So you have to be like, the mama bear to that part of you that's scared or anxious or afraid of this change. You have to be really loving and really kind and patient, like you would if you were dealing with, your own little girl. Say you had a little girl and she's like 4 or 5 years old. Are you gonna go in there into her room, her messy room, her toys are everywhere? Are you gonna go in and say, okay now, Missy, we're going to whip this room, again, my accent, we're going to whip this into shape. What are you doing? Put those blocks there. I mean, maybe you would, but I don't think that you would. You have a beautiful heart. So you're going to go in there and you're going to say, sweetie, let's work on this room. I'm going to help you. We're going to do it together. So you have to tell that part of you that's scared, hey, the grown-up me is here. And she's learned a couple of things along the way. And I'm going to hold your hand, I'm going to walk you through this, and it's going to be okay. All right? So it's a much different energy. It's going to be much better received no matter what part of you is holding on to these patterns that you don't really like. When you go with love, all things are possible. Okay, so I went over that. Oh, that is your homework. The come up with the 3 to 4 steps. Come at it from a loving, kind, compassionate way. Pick one thing you wish to unclutter. All right, so that's it. This is a short video. You can do this. All things are possible. All things are possible. You can do this. I believe in you. So now it's time for you to believe in yourself because you've got this. All right, so I'm going to see you tomorrow for day 2 of the challenge. That's where I'm going to be teaching you ways to clear out the gunk. All right, so get ready for tomorrow to clear out the gunk. And if you do your homework and you want to go ahead and comment beneath this video and share what you came up with or what your 3 steps are, I would love to hear from you. All right, hugs and light. Take care.